A very good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us for the UBC News tonight. My name is Wadulo, Mark Arnold, and Dorothy Namuyomba on sign language. It's going to be a 30-minute bulletin, so do sit tight as we inform you. Now, to start off in our first story, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, James Ochaya, has praised the police athletics team that represented Uganda in the Paris 2024 Olympics for their outstanding performance and influence on their colleagues, as well for their able representation of the country. Now, this recognition was given during a special dinner organized by the police authorities to celebrate the athletes' achievements. Let's have more details.
Among the honorees were ASP Joshua Cheptegei, who won a gold medal, and IP Peruth Chepmtai, who secured a silver medal. The police athletic team, consisting of 6 members, delivered exceptional performances during the Paris 2024 Olympics in France.
And to honor their outstanding achievements, mostly ASP Joshua Cheptegei, who won a gold medal in the men's 10,000 meter race, Inspector Peruth Chepmtai, who clinched a silver medal. These accolades are not merely medals. They are symbols of perseverance, sacrifice, discipline, and excellence that reflect the very best of the Uganda Police Force.
Ochaya commended the team for their discipline, which serves as an inspiration to other colleagues within the police force.
Unwavering discipline, a quality that is deeply ingrained in the ethos of the Uganda Police Force. This same discipline has propelled you to the heights of success, just as it did for, as you know, some of our legends, like Nakibwa. It's good you have mentioned about him. We also had Dennis Okwa, who was a footballer, Stephen Kiptorotich from the Uganda prisons.
For continued success, the athletic team has called for increased investment by the police in the creation of training camps across different regions.
And I also request that we introduce another training camp in a place in Soroti, where we have the high jumpers and also sprinters in this country. We could start with those 2 or 3 days, also West Nile region in Arawa. When we do that, it will also assist us. As a federation, we kick-started regional training camps and we targeted those areas.
Talent is widespread in this country, and there is so much that every region can contribute. As there is talent in sprints from the northern part of the country, and it is true. John Akibo came from the north, and he broke the world record in the Munich Games in 1972. Why have we left that to die? Also, our brothers from the west, the Rwenzori there, and the Kisoro, we have
The 6 police athletes who participated in the Paris 2024 Olympics include ASP Joshua Cheptegei, ASP Stella Chesang, IP Peruth Chemutai, IP Maslin Chelingat, PC Martin Chiprotich, and Victor Chiplangat. Komagum Rogers and Abdul Nasir Luwama for UBC.
The Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, has extended food relief to the Kiteezi landslide survivors through the Patriotic League of Uganda. He also expressed his sympathies to the affected families. Now, the relief was delivered by a team from the Patriotic League of Uganda, led by the Minister of Youth, Children Affairs, Dr. Balam Barugahara.
Several well-wishers continue to provide relief to the Kiteezi landslide victims. This Saturday, members of the Patriotic League of Uganda were among the key donors.
We're here on behalf of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, of course our leader and patron of the PLU, to make a small contribution in terms of food and some supplies to help the people who have been displaced by this very unfortunate incident.
We have found many organizations trying to help. I'm happy that during this time we are standing as a nation to help the affected persons. And as you are aware that the Patriotic League of Uganda is non-partisan, non-denominational and non-sectarian. For us, we are helping all the people from across the divide.
The donation team from the Patriotic League of Uganda was led by Dr. Barambarugahara, the Minister of Youth and Children Affairs, and also Vice Chairperson for Western Uganda in the PLU.
However, we are here to deliver 2,000 kilograms of super posho and 1,000 kilograms of beans. The posho has been donated by General Mohoz.
The donation from the Patriotic League of Uganda was warmly received by the survivors of the recent disaster.
I want to thank the leadership of the PLU for the relief food items they have delivered today. That is maize flour and beans. Currently, our number stands at 266 people that we are hosting here. And 80% of these are women and children. Among these, we have those that need special care. We have 17 pregnant mothers now.
Kampala Metropolitan Police spokesperson Patrick Onyango stated that the search and rescue mission is ongoing.
We retrieve all the dead bodies, and when the relatives are not there, waiting for their people, waiting for their person who is missing, that's when we shall say, there's nobody here, there's no relative here, let's also pack our things and go.
First of all, I want to thank the Prime Minister who started the struggle by identifying children who lost their parents. Some are living with her now. Working hand in hand with the Prime Minister, we are coming up with a plan that we are going to table to Parliament in the coming few days regarding resettlement and the support of the children who are displaced or who lost their parents. So as the Minister of Gender, we shall work closely with the community, with LC1, with the people of Kiteezi, and the development partner like European Union, Red Cross International and all the others to ensure these children are resettled.
With the rescue center still operational at Kiteezi Church of Uganda Primary School, more support is being urgently needed.
We've brought something small to support the people as students from Kampala Institute of Health Professionals. And we also thank other people who are supporting in the various ways they can.
If I'm to mention the current gaps, not gaps as such, but the resources that are at a high demand, of course food is one. And most preferably easy to prepare food, maybe like rice, maize flour, because these people eat from breakfast to supper. Then of course firewood as a resource for firewood and charcoal to prepare the food that they eat. Then pampers for 2-year and 3-year-olds, and then pads for our mothers.
By press time, at least 34 people are confirmed to have died following a landslide at a massive rubbish dump. Patunyango, UBC News.
And furthermore, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has praised the strong working relationship between the government and the Bunyara Kingdom. The message was delivered by the Minister of Youth and Child Affairs, Dr. Balam Barugahara, who represented the President at the 16th coronation anniversary of Sabanyara retired Major Ngasaki Chimeze Beka Mpaji II.
Hundreds of Banyara gathered in Bali sub-county Kayunga district to honor the 16th coronation anniversary of His Majesty, the Royal Highness of Bunyara Kingdom, retired Major Ngasaki Chimeze Beka Mpaji II. The coronation anniversary was attended by various dignitaries, including his subjects, traditional and religious leaders, and members of the political class.
Atende ku nsalo eza Uganda ne Tanzania abanyala bangi ddala. Kitegeeza obunyala bwe tubeera n'eddoboozi eryawamu ne twegatta nga buli omu tavudde gy'ali naye nga ku nsonga bw'eti etukwatako esobola okutugatta awamu olw'ebiruubirirwa.
The Kingdom's Prime Minister Galmaka Wilson reaffirmed their commitment to respecting the Memorandum of Understanding between Bunyara and Buganda.
After leaving this place, I will come to your office. That can you lead the Banyara to President's office so that we discuss the gazetting issue. Otherwise, we are lacking a lot of resources. Bunyala is marginalized. Our Mukama cannot run this institution without the benefits which are given.
Kankoleshe obuyire buni okwebali President wa Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, olw'emirimu gy'atukola k'eihanga lyaiswe omu Uganda n'obunyala bwona bwona okutwala amwe, tukumusiima muno. Entiina ya mwaka guni erimu ebigambo byetusayine tutwale nka ebikulu muno. Nka bini ekyakwekera ekya okwekalangula omuno leke tuzwe omubwolo obuyinazi n'obuyinaze.
President Yoweri Museveni was represented at the event by the Minister of Youth and Children Affairs, Dr. Balamba Lukahara Atenyi.
I thank the Sabanyara for coming in big numbers to celebrate this important cultural event. This is the proof that the king and the kingdom occupy a central place in the social and cultural lives of the people of this area. The NRM government supports the right to cultural expression. All communities in Uganda have a right to organize and express their unique cultural norms, customs, and language. Your Royal Highness, I want to use this today's occasion to commend your steadfast and visionary leadership. Over the last 16 years, I am happy to observe that your reign has been characterized by unity, peace, and good cooperation with the leadership of NRM government.
On behalf of the government and the president, the minister contributed shillings 30 million to support the kingdom.
I wish you all a happy celebration. Thank you, signed Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Enclosed is 30 million shilling, which can be collected tomorrow morning at Okero House.
And furthermore, Makerere School of Public Health is urging the government to increase its investment in cancer awareness and screening by speeding up the establishment of cancer treatment centers in different regions. Now, this appeal was made by the Dean of the school, Professor Rhoda Wanyenze, during the launch of a cancer awareness book authored by Dr. Geoffrey Musinguzi, a cancer survivor and lecturer at the school.
2, 1.
The cancer awareness book, titled My Journey with Rectal Cancer From Diagnosis to Recovery, was authored by Dr. Geoffrey Musinguzi, a lecturer at Makerere University School of Public Health.
But when I was there, then it started sinking in that cancer is not a easy disease. So if they wanted to serve us food, they had to eat. I said, I'm not going to eat. But I said, you must eat. I said, okay. I finally agreed and I ate. I didn't know that I was starting a long journey that was very challenging. And food was just one of the treatment. Of the many things, food and eating was one of those aspects in my care.
In the book, Musinguzi advocates for early screening and highlights strategies for dealing with the stigma associated with cancer diagnosis.
There are a lot of medical errors that I personally experienced. So if I keep quiet about them, nobody will speak about them. I think we need to tighten, you know. There are leakages in the tap. We need to really tighten those leakages because they can actually cost lives. Some of them I really get very unfortunate. And I think I would even call it negligence. Maybe I was really negligence. That's really very painful.
Professor Rhoda Wanyenze, the dean of the school, expressed concern over the limited resources allocated to cancer treatment, which deprives many patients of the necessary medication.
We are looking up to the Ministry of Health, the Uganda Cancer Institute, and let's work together to make this journey easier so that beyond the pain and physical and emotional, we don't go into financial catastrophes and selling all we own as a matter of achieving care.
The Ministry of Health is urging the public to be vigilant and seek timely medical attention, especially through early screening. Stakeholders in the health sector address misconceptions surrounding cancer, noting that some individuals seek treatment from herbalists instead of medical professionals.
What is failing us are the people not showing up for cervical cancer screening. So we need to create more awareness. childhood cancers, most of them are not associated with these risk factors. So early screening is the answer if we are to detect childhood cancers. And they are also quite many.
Dr. Geoffrey Musinguzi was diagnosed with cancer in 2022 and has since been undergoing treatment. He has conducted research to assist other cancer patients. His book chronicles his journey in the fight against cancer. Komagum Rogers and Abdul Nasir Lugwama, UBC.
Residents of Katabi Busambaga in Wakiso district have expressed concern over the risk of contracting waterborne diseases due to sharing same water sources with livestock. Residents want support to all those involved in the distribution of clean water to communities. More details in this report.
Residents of Katabi Busambaga in Wakiso district have voiced concern about water scarcity and insecurity, which have caused tension in the community.
Our well is very dirty, being used by animals. It is a dumping place where people get garbage and throw down there where we've been collecting water.
It was revealed that out of over 8,000 households, only 10% have access to clean water, leaving 90% at a high risk of contracting waterborne diseases due to consumption of unsafe water.
Batono nnyo abasobola kubanga betuusaako amazzi amayonjo ddala ate nga bateesemu akasente kaabwe.
According to local leaders, the community relies on a single open well which they share with the livestock. It is for this reason that Mission for Water has commissioned a newly constructed borehole to provide the community with access to clean water. The borehole was handed over by the Executive Director of Mission for Water, Godfrey Bwandiga, who emphasized their goal of distributing clean water throughout the country.
It's going to help us for two reasons. First of all, to curb diseases, because the area where they've been getting water has been a very contaminated place. Number two, we shall also stop wasting time. People will come and pump water to be able to go home. Instead of moving long stretches, look for water, which sometimes takes a lot of time and does not allow them to do other things.
I lobbed this borehole from Mission for Water, whereby it is going to be of good and of importance to the community.
Bwandiga urged residents to take good care of the borehole and reaffirmed commitment to ensuring support to access of clean water in Uganda.
I'm ineffective to give Ugandans clean and safe water wherever they are, regardless of color, regardless of tribe, regardless of everything. We just request the team to make sure the water keeps on pumping very well, just don't spoil that pump.
President of the Lions Club of Entebbe, Irene Mukulu, disclosed that their partnership aims at responding to communities' urgent need for safe water.
Omwana ow'obuwala, the girl child, kino kimuyambyeko kimuwonya ebintu bingi nga okutambula ekiro, okutambula eyo tomanya bigendererwa by'abantu, abaana baba rapinga, abaana ennaku zino baba saddaaka, bababuzaawo.
Charity Marion Imnat and Sula Kagugube, UBC News.
Uganda, are you ready to kick things up to the next level? The Uganda National Lottery brings you Sports Stake 10. Predict the results of 10 football games and win big. With tickets at only 500 shillings, join the fun and make your predictions count with Sports Stake 10. Sports Stake 10, your ticket to football glory.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day. Yeah, yo, baby, don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all next networks ku bei dondolo. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily or use the MyNGN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable. Royal Challenge presents African Culture Show 2024. From 5th to 7th September, African countries will showcase their cultural lifestyles of food, dances, poetry, clothing, and we shall also have live African traditional performances. We shall be at Kololo Independence Grounds starting at 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. at only 50,000 shillings. Dressing code is African culture wear. Come see countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Egypt, Libya, plus visiting countries like Brazil, India, China, and many more, showcasing their traditional cultural lifestyles.
Uganda, are you ready to kick things up to the next level? The Uganda National Lottery brings you Sports Take 10. Predict the results of 10 football games and win big. With tickets at only 500 shillings, join the fun and make your predictions count with Sports Take 10. Sports Take 10, your ticket to football glory.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Amabara gange Nebanyeta Tusime Elizabeth, Chairperson Chaka Central Market Vendors Sacco.
I want to express our gratitude to the government for providing us with Emyoga funds. As business women, we are dedicated to enhancing our living standards. We received 30 million as seed capital, benefiting 340 women, 170 men, 70 people with disabilities, and 110 youth.
Abasija 170 beneficiaries who have already benefited. Twine PWDs 70. Twine youth 110. Though abo baka benefitingira bakafunira sente zemyoga.
Our business range from poultry keeping to purchasing land and paying school fees, particularly for single mothers and even constructing homes. We are making significant progress.
Well.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. Now, Giving for Change, an NGO, has successfully concluded its 3-day annual Partners Reflection and Learning Conference at the Serena Hotel in Chigo. In collaboration with other non-government organizations of Uganda, Giving for Change is actively participating and contributing to communities through the use of community assets.
The Executive Director, Uganda National NGO Forum, Dr. Moses Isoba, says Giving for Change initiative is partnering with various organizations across Uganda, Kenya, Brazil, Ethiopia, and other countries to add value to communities.
The Giving for Change Alliance is an international consortium comprising Global Fund for Community Foundation, the African Philanthropy Network, the Kenya Community Development Foundation, and World Ganzen. We successfully concluded an annual learning and reflection meeting which was running from the 13th to the 17th August 2024 at the Lake Victoria Serena Golf Resort and Spa Hotel. 8 partner countries are implementing this 5-year program in Kenya, in Ghana, Uganda, Mozambique, Ethiopia, Burkina Faso, and Brazil and Palestine.
Dr. Isoba says that Giving for Change is an international consortium that includes the Global Fund for Community Foundations, the Kenya Community Foundation, and the Wild Ganzen Foundation from the Netherlands, all working together to serve the community.
The Giving for Change annual learning and reflection meeting brought together 40 participants drawn from the consortium member and the national anchor institutions. And this is the African Philanthropy Network, the Global Fund for Community Foundations, Kenya Community Development Foundation, World Ganzen Association, Association Burkinabe, the fundraising. SESI, which is the coordinator, Kumara Savio from Brazil, Kuoma Network also from Brazil, Development Expertise Center from Ethiopia.
That in the way development aid system is done, most of the different parties are given importance, with an exception of the African people, including all of us here. And because African gives by nature of their way of living, traditionally we give, we believe that we need now to use that giving, we always do, to ensure that it brings about change in people's lives.
Dr. Isoba further explained that the Giving for Change project aims to empower communities by creating evident and positive change through utilization of various community assets.
For instance, where they had a clinic, it didn't have power, they were able to come together, challenge themselves, so, look, we can actually be able to mobilize the resources and buy a small solar panel. They bought a smaller solar panel and be able then to have light into their clinic. That's really one. But the most important is the fact that you are working with these communities and you are changing their mindset.
Charity Nahawe reporting for UBC News.
And that brings us to the end of our 8 o'clock edition of the UBC News Tonight. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold, Dorothy Namuyomba on sign language. See you at 10, and up next is the weekly business roundup with Joram Paul Sonko.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.